Guys, what's going on? Thought I'd do an update video of Tim Bohen's money bar indicator from Friday. So I want to show you what the best trade was and how it worked out from Friday. And yeah, before we get into all of that though, if you don't know who I am, my name is Russell Barber. I've been testing these types of alert services and indicators for years now. If you'd like to see the top 10 alert services for 2025, I'll leave a link in the description where you can go do that. Also, check out our free course, which is called Win 90% of Your Trades in 90 Seconds. And so, this is an email course. It's all about how to sell options for premium and basically make a steady income doing that. So, completely free. Just put your email in, it's in the description below, and you'll get emailed the course. And there'll also be a link to download it at sort of once you hit this button. So, yeah, definitely check that out. Let's get started. So, if you guys have been watching the channel, you know I've already started a Timbo and Money Bar indicator review. I'm trying to add some of these extra videos that I do into this review so they're all in one place, but I've kind of fallen behind a little bit on it. So try and put more of those in. If you scroll down to the bottom of this page, you'll find some of the videos and some examples of trades and things. So the reason I like this tool, it's a couple of reasons. The first one is it's only $49 for lifetime, which is really good. And it works really well. You have to use some of your own trading ability in there too. It's not like it's just a magic bullet that works, straight out the bat. You have to be able to like look at trades and look at, and see. And I'll show you a bit of that in this video as well. So I'd encourage you to come to this article and check out the webinar here. You can check out the full presentation from Tim Bowen, so you can talk about it straight from the horse's mouth. And there's also links on here to join it. I think there might even be a link that takes you directly to the sales page, so you don't have to watch the webinar. You can see I put some of these videos in here. So what I'll probably do is add into the video description here a link to take you directly to the order form. So if you've already checked this out and you've watched the thing, you don't have to wait for the end of the webinar, which isn't too long. It's only like 5 or 10 minutes, but I know some people don't want to keep watching the webinar just to buy the product. So I'll do that. Anyway, let's get on to the trade from Friday. So it was NVVE. So what I saw early on in the day is that NVVE was at the top of the money bar indicator watch list. And basically, I guess SYTA is. I didn't look at that one though. So usually the top two are these like weird ones with 12 for the flow. So I didn't actually always kind of go two down immediately. So I didn't actually spot that one. Maybe I'll do a video on how that one worked out as well. But NVVE was kind of the top trade for the day. And it was the money bar was continually filling up and filling up and fueling up. It's only a $2.52 million float, 2.52 million float. And so what I did is look at the chart. So if we go to NVVE here, this was when the money bar indicator was really fueling up. So you could tell it was at the top of the list. You could tell something was happening because we'd had this spike. This is Infinity Algo that's on here as well. So I nearly always with these ones find that Infinity Algo follows it really well. And it's only $99 for lifetime, so I'll leave a link for you guys to get that if you want to use it in conjunction or just to add to your trades. 'Cause it's really accurate for even on the default settings for a lot of this stuff, so it's been pretty good. And so like this was a pretty obvious trade to me. I didn't take it. I was busy taking my kid to daycare, so I have a hard time taking some of these trades in the mornings. I wish I had though, because even if you got in at market open, this thing went up like 100 odd percent. It went from down the bottom here before it took off, we're at 120, and then during the day we actually hit like 320. So huge gains, 150% or more, just all the way up here. So you can see how Infinity Algo could be useful with managing these trades. And if you watch my other videos on this, you'll see it's almost always like this with the money bar trades is you get the ticker from the money bar, and then you can use your own or algo indicator to figure out if you think it's really going to be a worthwhile trade. Because not all of these work, right? Like you can have one at the top of the money bar and it might just go up and then pump straight back down and fade all the way down. So you have to be a bit careful. It's quite reliable for a watch list, but it's not perfect. So I try and show you the best ones, and of course you wouldn't capture this whole move. And people like Tim Bowen and Tim Sykes will encourage you not to even try to capture the whole move because you just don't know when this thing's going to fade down. And they nearly always fade down. In fact, if you look at this one, it took a while. It was pretty steady. I'll zoom out here, but it did eventually fade. all the way down after hours. But often that can happen like here, it just goes straight down. So you don't want to be trying to hold out for 150% or like one of them went up 500%. You want to be taking profits earlier than that. And that's where something like Infinity Algo or your own trading ability and style and strategy comes into play. So yeah, so it was pretty cool. So I'm pretty excited still about this. The nice thing is you get options like gains without the problems of options. So for example, if you are able to trade pre-market with Webull or whatever, you can actually get pre-market trades in and get a jump on the market, whereas with options you can't do that. And it's just a really nice system. So if you haven't traded these small cap low float stocks recently. This is a really good tool that can help you do that. So definitely check out my full article. I'll leave all the links you need to buy the money bar indicator for $49 for lifetime. You also get Monday alerts, and the one that I did look at, I did a video on was GPUS. It was amazing. So you can also rely on the alerts as well, although I don't think that's the best idea. I think using it as a tool is better than relying on Tim's alerts because he basically does the same thing that I'm talking about. Is he looks at what's going on the money bar and then alerts his ideas. So you have the tool. So you're being taught to fish, and you know you're given the fish as well. So yeah, check it out. Hopefully that's helpful. Make sure you check the description for all the links I've talked about, and I'll talk to you guys soon.